My name is Gabriel Dawe, and I'm an installation artist based in Dallas, Texas.
And this piece behind you you were asked to come here and do this for TED, right?
That's correct. TED approached me. Their subject matter for this year for their conference is full spectrums, and that really fits with the type of work I do. So they asked me to do an installation, and that's what brought me to Long Beach.
That's great. So just let's talk about the piece for just a minute. Explain how the piece is constructed.
Well, you basically have two pieces of wood with hooks, and it's just strung with regular sewing thread in between, and that's what you get to see. It's basically planned. I get pictures from the space, and I sort of figure out what I can do in that space. And it's just a lot of prep work and planning, and we arrived like 6 days before the conference started to install it in place with one assistant, and it's just basically put together one thread at a time.
Was the piece constructed in place, or?
Yeah, it was totally built in space.
I see. And so, how long did it take to actually assemble the thing?
We worked about 40 hours over 6 days with another person, so that's what, like 80 man-hours.
Gotcha. And what's the reception been like?
Like the reception has been great. People seem to be really enjoying it, and they really engage with it. They take a lot of pictures of it, so that's a good sign. People are enjoying it.
That's great. And another little exciting tidbit that's arisen since the installation is that it's going to be here permanently.
Yes, the city decided to approach me to buy it, and the city planners or the convention center,
SMG,
and they asked me to if it would be possible to acquire it, and so they're getting it, and it's going to be here for a while.
So, and then is there any maintenance that's required?
It's very minimal maintenance. You need to sort of blow off the dust, and that's basically it. The thread has a lifespan of 7 to 10 years, so it will need to be sort of re-threaded once it starts sagging. But it's just like the regular, it's the normal renovation that you do with an upkeep that you do with other type of work as well.
Right. So what led you to doing this kind of work?
Well, I was working with textiles, and because I was doing so, I was invited to do a show that aimed to explore the overlap between fashion and architecture. So the idea to do an architectural structure made out of the main component of clothing came to me, and I started doing tests in my studio, and that's what eventually led to these installations.
And when was that?
This was, the preparations for that show started in 2009, and the show was in early 2010.
Oh, wow. And so what had you been doing, what kind of work had you been doing previously as far as textiles?
I was doing embroidery, I was doing objects made out of pieces of clothing, and I would take like a shirt collar and cover it with straight pins, and that sort of thing.
But on a smaller scale.
On a much smaller scale, yeah.
So what did it feel like when you started working in this larger framework?
Well, for a long time I had the desire to do something that was much bigger, that like was more like an environment of sorts, or something that would fill up a whole room. And so it was just great that exhibition gave me the opportunity to explore that path.
And so where was that first piece installed?
That was at Central Track in Dallas. It's an artist residency run by the University of Texas at Dallas, where I did my MFA.
Hey, are you still there now?
I'm still in Dallas, yes.
Are you still associated with the school?
No, I'm not. I graduated in May.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, and then you've done a couple of other pieces since then, right? And not including this one.
I've done, so far I've done something like 14 or 15 installations.
That's great.
Many of them in Texas, Houston, and Austin, the Texas Biennial. I did 2 in the UK at the end of last year. I've done one in Hicksville, New York, one in St. Louis, Missouri, one in Long Beach, and I'm going to Belgium in a month to have a show.
That's great. And what's your next big challenge for yourself as far as space or scale or color, or what's your?
One is scale. I think I can go bigger. Like, this is the biggest structure I've done, and it was a challenge, not only because of the size, but because of the time constraints. And I think continue developing the size of these things is one thing, and the other matter is to try to take them outside, because so far they've all been indoors, and I would really like to take them outdoors.
What's it been like for you to be here, not just as an artist creating this work, but also as a attendee of TED?
It's such an amazing experience. You get to see so many people. It's a little intimidating because all of them are overachievers, and it's difficult not to feel overwhelmed. But it's an incredible learning experience and an incredible growth experience.
Have you, as a result of being here, have you made any connections or relationships that you think might lead to further commissions?
I'm not sure yet. Hopefully, I mean, I've met a lot of people and a lot of interesting people. People have approached me, just tell me like they love the piece. So hopefully more will come from that.
Great. Well, thank you so much for doing your work here in Long Beach, and
my pleasure.
I'm so glad that it's going to be here and stay long after TED is gone. So it's going to be a real asset to the city.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, is there a title to the piece?
Yeah, the piece is titled Plexus C2. Plexus, is a network of vessels in the body, so that's it seemed to relate to that connectivity and the network of threads with the piece. So that's what it is.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Charlie Beirne, General Manager for the Long Beach Convention and Entertainment Center.
So we're standing behind Plexus, and what was the process that you went through to decide to try and keep it here?
The process was, as it was being created and inputted and being built, for a better lack of terms, was that it was adding to the facility and our whole game plan of creating a campus within this area and enhancing it and making it more enticing for arts and bringing more to life to the theater and to the area. And
what was involved in actually turning it from a temporary installation into something that was going to be permanent?
Well, once the process was going on, we had numerous people come by, start taking pictures, and Steve Goodling, the president CEO of the Bureau, and other city officials came by and said, wait, man, that really adds to the facility. So we said, hey, look, let's keep it, and it will really be a fixture that Ted brought here and that the artist was here and will stay for many years.
And so what did you guys actually have to do, though, to actually keep it?
We just had to talk to the artists in the gallery and work things out, and they decided it would be a great piece, and we'll put a plaque up saying how it was done and things of that nature, so people who come by to use the theater all the time will know the creativity that goes in with TED and with our facility.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.